We met Rachel, it must be 10 years, Rachel, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I would say about 10 years ago. It was when GDPR became law. That's when it was. And we ran a conference in Dublin for florists, specifically designed for florists. We introduced the Moongate. The Moongate was only coming into Ireland at the time. We introduced the Moongate and we had suppliers from different places come and talk to us. And at the time, I don't think Floramet had a branch in Dublin, and Rachel was the rep for Floramet UK, and she came over to the conference, and that's when we met Rachel initially. Her paths have changed a lot along the way. She is a marketing expert. She runs what they call the Botanic Business Hub. If you don't follow her, we will send you her information for to do go. Follow her on Instagram, follow her on all her socials. She's a virtual assistant, but most of all, she is an expert in email marketing. And email marketing is really becoming a very important part of running a business. But I am going to let Rachel talk a little bit more about that. Rachel, just introduce yourself a little bit more and tell us a little bit about you.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining tonight and taking time out of your evening. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to just jump straight in because there is a slide within what I'm sharing that will hopefully give you a little bit more information about me. Is that all right if I just kind of...
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to mute myself and then just give us a shout when you need us.
Amazing. Wonderful. Thank you. Right, so let me share my screen. And present. Lovely. So hopefully you can all see that. Please do pop anything in the comments if you have any questions going along. I am really happy to share any information at all for like any questions you have at all. So no matter how big or small it is, please don't be afraid to ask. Right. So have I got it on present? No, I probably haven't. Here we go. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about specifically email marketing, and I'm going to be focusing on the Flodesk platform. And we're going to be talking about ways that florists like you can specifically make more sales really, really easily. So here we go. I'm Rachel. I'm a trained florist. I have an HND, Higher National Diploma, so that's level 4. And I have an incredible background within flowers. So I have worked in a variety of different shops, whether that's Interflora, Independent, there was Belgravia in
Tu
London for 4.5
jest
years.
bardzo ciekawa, chcesz posłuchać? Ja mam. Okej.
To one nie robią tego. A możesz się podłączyć do głośnika?
Okay, am I back?
Okay, guys, can we just ask everybody to make sure that you're muted just for the presentation? Because what will happen is it just takes Rachel off the screen. So if you can just all just check that you are muted, we will open the mics at the end and you can come on and chat then. Thanks a million.
So I've got a very varied background in floristry. I've kind of been there, done that, got the t-shirt in a lot of different florist shops. And I also worked in wholesale for about 7 years as well. So I have this incredible background that I can utilize within the Botanic Business Hub, which is basically being a virtual assistant specifically for florists. I don't take on any work that isn't anything to do with floristry. And then I also go out and I freelance for florists as well. So I get the best of both worlds. I get the hands-on, and then I get to go and combat all those to-do lists for my clients as well. So first off, one of the most important ways that you can actually make a huge difference when you're marketing with emails is to actually segment your subscribers. So this is basically where you're just putting a tag on someone as to what their interests are and what they want to hear about from you. So you can basically create a folder, what they call a segment, and you can get people to tell you what they like and what they don't like. So on the screen here, you can see some that I've created from other clients in the past. So it might be that you want to find out if anyone doesn't want any Mother's Day marketing, because there are people out there that don't have mums in their lives that might have passed away, and that's actually a really sore point for them. So you want to make sure that you're not sending email marketing to those that do not want that. It may well be that you want to find out who are your local customers, and you want to put them in a group that you can specifically target with emails. More around if you've got things in store for like click and collection, or if people are coming to workshops, you know that they're going to be more likely to be coming to you if they're local rather than over in Australia, say. So it's a really quick and easy way to pinpoint when you're sending emails exactly who you want to send it to. It's a bit like, I mean, we all get them, those emails that drop into our inboxes that you're like, this isn't for me, I'm not interested in it, this is just absolute spam. So it's really important that actually we're just sending to the people that really want to be sent to. Right. So when you have your segments, and I can go into this in a bit more detail once I hop onto Flodesk and show you the back end, you can use and find out what people want to hear about really easily. So on the left here, when you have buttons within your emails, you can then create an action that automatically adds them or takes them away or adds them to a workflow automatically. Like, you don't have to do this. The Flodesk platform will do this automatically for you. So if this button, say you were doing a P&E email and you were sending out about a special offer, you might want to find out who clicked on those and keep that information, keep that segmented for next year when you come to do your email marketing. So it's a really clever way to just take that information without the people even knowing that they've given you that information. So that's one way you can do it. Within emails, you can do it within buttons. The other way you can do it is when you have a sign up form. So say on your website, if you had like a little pop-up form, and you've probably seen these websites that have this, where they're like, oh, we'll give you XYZ if you give us your information and sign up to our email list. So down here, you can see we've got these little boxes down here of what interests you. So the one that I've set up for this client, they get 20% off their first order. We get their details, they get subscribed to the list, but we also find out exactly what they want to hear from us. So whether it's wedding flowers, corporate and business flowers, subscription flowers, gifts or special offers, or flower school classes, they can tick as many of those as they like. And Flodesk platform stores all that information within different segments that you can very easily get to. Now, the third way that you can find out what people want to hear from is on your preferences. So you'll probably see at the bottom of emails, it gives you, obviously with GDPR now, the option to either unsubscribe or to manage your preferences. And in here, again, you can add whichever ones you would like to, and then link these with your segments. So again, it stores all that information. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions about how these buttons and sign up forms and preferences work. Moving on, the key thing about segments is growing your list with the right people and knowing that information. It's so important that you're sending information to the right people and that you're marketing the right way. There's been, well, there's always quite a lot of people that say you've got to have an email list, because if Instagram goes down, you've lost everybody. And for me, it's not kind of the case. I personally believe that social media is such a beast that it won't ever go away. But what I do think email marketing does is it gives you this unique, incredible opportunity to personalize your marketing. in a really easy way. So whether that's just putting their name in, or whether that's sending them the key information that they want around when your workshops become available, you cannot do that on social media. Social media is like a scent wall. You have to blanket everything, and you can't personalize anything. But with email marketing, it's really easy to do that. Okay, so the next way that you can personalize things is with forms. Now, I touched on this slightly on the other slide. Flodesk gives you a lot of forms that you can utilize and custom to your brand, whether that's with the fonts or the pictures or your colors. Everything is really easy to interchange. And again, you can customize it to collect any data that you would like. So you can see this middle one here. This was set up for wedding flowers, and it's used for when this florist goes out to wedding fairs. So they have an iPad, and this is all on there, and they collect the first name, the email address, the wedding venue, and the wedding date, so that when they come to do their email marketing, they can have a look and see what the wedding venues are, and they can create an email specifically for that wedding venue, or specifically for anyone getting married in October. Like, it's that specific. They're giving you so much information that you can utilize to your advantage. Okay. The other amazingly cool form that Flodesk have on their platform is what they call a spin to win. Now, I think this is absolute gold dust if you have a retail website, retail florist website. It's a really fun way to engage people, to collect information that you would like and get them onto your subscriber list really easily. So this is interactive. So basically they put their email in, and you can add whatever boxes you would like to it. And then they click spin. You can choose what the rewards are on your little spin dial, and you can also choose which one is the winner as well. I set this up for a client 3 weeks ago, and it's been on her website for that long. She's had 89 people sign up. And all she gave them was a £5 off delivery code. So she's not giving away an awful lot of value, but she's got an extra 89 people on her list now that she can then market to. So this, amazing, absolutely love it. I couldn't contain my excitement when they added it to all of their forms and workflows. Oh no, I've clicked off of it. Hold on. I clicked on it. Here we go. Right. Our screen sharing. Okay, next one. Oh no, what have I done? Let's try again. Here we go. Okay, so the third thing, your secret weapon to saving oodles of time. If there was one thing that I think is an absolute gem for florists, it's workflows. So workflows is basically a series of emails that you can set up to automatically send when you want to send them. Like, this is just an incredible way of upping your customer service. And you only have to do it once, and you set it up, and that's it. It's all done. This one here, you can see we set up for Christmas wreath workshops. So you can see at the beginning here, we set up a segment for a specific workshop. As soon as they're added into that segment, they get a little "thanks for joining us" email that has the workshop location, like all those details, just to remind them as to where it is, when it is, what time it is, what the parking's like. It has all those details in it. And then we popped a little time delay in, so it waits until, I think it was about a week before. Here we are, 7 days and counting. And we send them another email that's basically a countdown saying, this is just your reminder. Here's the info again. If you've got any problems, then, here's our details. Just whack us an email or give us a call. again, we have a little time delay, and then this florist wanted to send them a reminder the day before. So again, it just has all those details in it. It's just a reminder. It's really easy to find because so many people have emails dropping into their inboxes. The one that you send at the beginning may have been deleted or just lost within that complex inbox of theirs. Afterwards, about a week afterwards, we've set this one up to send an email that includes top tips for caring for their wreath. Now, we all know with wreath workshops that as much as we would like them to retain the information of how to care for their wreath, the chances of them remembering what they're supposed to do with their wreath once they get it home is pretty slim to none. So the top tips for caring for your beautiful wreath is honed in on how the wreath is made. So whether it's on a moss base or a straw base, what decorations it's got. So if it's got fruit on there, you don't want them to spray it because they'll go moldy on the front, what position it needs to be in. And it also gives them the opportunity to touch base with the florist if they've got any questions or concerns about their wreath as well. Like, this is next level customer service that you're sending out, but you literally are only doing this once and you're sending it out to all of the people that are coming on your courses. Again, we've got a little time delay, and then after that we've added this one in this year, what to do with your Christmas wreath now it's over. So this one goes into how to take it apart, what they can recycle and reuse, how they can store decorations, what to do with the wreath frame, what can be put into their garden waste bin. Like, it really gives them a step-by-step guide to deal with the product afterwards, which a lot of florists don't do. They're like, come to the wreath workshop, make your wreath, that's it, done, bye. So this really is just leveling up that customer service. And then 10 days after this one, it's the last one that goes out. It's a share your experience. It's asking for a review. And this one's really important to do at the end, because if you do it halfway through, they haven't actually experienced everything that you're offering within your service. What I will say is workflows are incredible for florists because they give you a lot of space to create so many different ones. So if you're a wedding florist, think about a workflow that you could send out to your brides or your grooms or your couples, maybe in the month lead up to their wedding, that could be linking to any blog posts that you've got or social media posts that you've done. And it could include really simple hints and tips and tricks like how to pin on a buttonhole. Have you confirmed whether you want any corsages, and corsages are for XYZ people? Have you thought about your bouquet preservation? Like, this is all really in-depth stuff that sometimes we don't talk to our clients about, or we forget about. We take it for granted that they know about it, when in actual fact sometimes they just need a little bit of a reminder. There are so many different ways that you can use these workflows to give them that level of customer service that they really deserve. And it's, you know, not just for flower schools or weddings. It can be used if you think about when you deliver a bouquet, you could get them to sign up to a workflow that gives them all the hints and tips and tricks of how to look after their flowers. You could create a workflow for hand ties where it sends them an email as soon as they sign up, or a couple of days later, that says, don't forget to trim your stems, put the fresh water in, use the flower food, don't use the flower food. Like, whatever your care tips are, that's really important. Even down to, you know, when it comes to the end of those flower life, is your packaging biodegradable? How can they dispose of that? Like, if you think about it from the customer's perspective and what their pain points actually are, these workflows are just amazing. I absolutely love them. So let's move on from that one. Oh, this was a different one. So this was a wedding no, this was another flower workflow that I set up. So this one, for anyone who signed up on their website specifically for information about the flower school, they got an original email that just introduces the team behind the flower school. It tells them what sort of courses they offer. And then it also gives the subscriber the opportunity to tell the florist what their skill level is on floristry, whether they're a beginner, an intermediate, or an advanced. And again, that's segmented so that actually when we have specific courses coming up, we can make sure that we are targeting those people specifically. We added in a flower school top tip, which I think was tools, something to do with tools. I can't quite remember. And then we added in 2 ways to get creative with flowers at home. So this was utilizing an old blog post and then also their DIY kits as well, with links to products to sell. So you can see it's slightly different to the workshop workflow. It's just tailored to what those people are going to be interested in. Okay, please do pop in any questions if you have them as well, and I'll try and cover them either as I go along or yeah, as I go through. Flodesk has some fabulous different ways to make it interactive. So this one I talked about before. This is like a poll. And we popped this in an email just to see what the pain points were of all of a set of subscribers, actually. Which of these fits your last experience of sending flowers? I felt overwhelmed choosing what to buy. I wasn't sure what flowers are in season. Lack of delivery updates. It cost more than expected. So it was actually this one here. Wasn't sure what flowers were in season. That was the top voted one. So we implemented adding in a section to the emails that we were sending out as to what flowers were in season for that month. So that was quite a nice, easy one to do. What else have we got here? You got what's your favorite way to learn with this? You've got like an ABC, you can vote on them. And again, all of these you can attach to a segment as well. So there's lots of different ways that you can kind of utilize that information, either in emails that are going out pretty soon or in the future as well. Show up, but do it in your terms. Don't let someone dictate to you how often you have to sell. It's so easy to get burnt out with marketing, whether it just be email marketing, social media, or anything else at all. Like, know what your boundaries are, whether you're just sending 1 email a month or you're sending 4 emails a month, like once a week. You can do what suits you and what suits your subscribers. You can ask people for feedback as well. So if you do have a social media following, you can put a poll up on your stories and ask them how many emails is too many. How open are you to receiving emails from us? Like, you can ask people, and that's absolutely fine. And then you can set your own boundaries for it. Don't feel like you have to do all the things, because nobody can do all the things. Right, so specifically Flodesk, and I will show you the platform in a minute. It is female founded specifically for creatives, which makes it really easy to use. It's an absolute dream. At the moment, there are no tiers, no limits. You can have as many subscribers as you like. You can send as many emails as you like. You can have as many workflows as you like, or segments as you like. Like, the world is your oyster with it. And it is just an incredible platform that I think is so tailored to our industry and us as creators. It makes it so easy for us to use them. Now I'm gonna come out of that screen and I'm gonna show you behind the scenes of Flodesk. Let me come out of that one and share. this one. So hopefully you can all see my Flodesk screen. Should be loading. I just want to get the chat up again. Cool. Okay. Fabulous. Right. So this is one of my VA clients' Flodesks, and they've given me permission to share it. I'm currently just finishing off their email marketing for Christmas. So you can see it's very Christmassy, got a nice little wreath. This is the main page. This is like your home page that you'll see when you log on to Flodesk. Up here, you can see that you've got different tabs. This is your emails tab. You've also got forms. So this is when you're creating a little pop-up form on your website, or you've got a QR code for people to sign up with. This is where you can find all your forms with this one. And then we got workflows, which is what I was talking about before. Checkouts, which is where you can, she hasn't got any actually, so I don't know why I'm clicking in there. That's where you can sell within your emails and take payments just from your emails without them then having to click a link or go to your website at all. It's also got your audience button, and it's got an analytics button as well, which is amazing, really lovely. So what do you want me to show you first? Pop it in the comments. Do you want me to show you an email that I've created for her, or do you want me to go through workflows with you? Do you want me to show you the spin to win? Like, it's up to you. Whoever's the first to comment. Don't be shy. Show email. Perfect. Okay. Wonderful. Right. So if you want to start an email from scratch, you've got the little button here, which is new email. And then what they do is they give you lots of different templates that you can use. So you can see them all here. There's so many to share that you can kind of go in and customize as well. All of these, you can use any one of them. There's a lot of different ones, and obviously you've got all the tabs here, so you can see emails that they have specifically sent up to share news, to welcome people, to make money, which is always nice, isn't it? To say thanks, to inspire, plain text or from scratch. So if we just go into share news, and I'm going to see this one here, and we can customize it. So you can see here what they've got are like these little blocks that you can add and change. So you can change the background colors. So I've put all of her branding colors in here, so you can very easily change it. You can change all the fonts, and it will show you the most recent ones that you've used up here. And you can also change the layout as well. So these are all of the layouts. Let me just scroll up to the top that you can change to. These are all the blocks that you can put in. So you can see there's lots of different ones. There's ones that have got buttons on. There's ones that haven't. You've got really nice little ones that look like it's handwriting on them. You've got, I like this one here. It's got the little tape across the front of it. And you can very easily just ping a photo in there like that. You can move these up and down. You can zoom into them. Like, it's really user friendly. It's very quick and easy to do. And I don't know if there's one with a button. Let's pop another box in here. So if we did layouts and we did this one here, then this button here, which is when I was talking about segments, you can add a link in. So if, say you wanted it to go to your website, which I haven't. Let's grab it. Copy, so you can put your link straight in here. And then you've got your link actions. So you can choose to add them to a segment. And then you can see we've got all her segments down here. So we might, if it's going to a specific product or something, we might want to see, say, because they've gone to that product, we know they're going to be local to us, or they're signing up for a wreath order or whatever it might be. So it's really easy. Is it like Canva where you have to pay more? No. So at the moment, it's a set price and it's unlimited. And I will come back to that at the moment. They do integrate with a lot of different platforms. So I can't think what they are at the moment. Hold on, let's go back. Integrations, here we go. So they integrate with Instagram, Shopify, Canva. So if you do a lot of stuff on Canva, you can connect it and automatically put in anything that you've created. You can connect it to Squarespace, Wix, ManyChat, Interact. Like there's loads of different things that you can connect with. So there is a fee for it, and I will come on to that. But yeah, there are lots of different things that you're probably using already that you can integrate with Flodesk and make your life a lot easier. So let me just show you, take that one. This one. So this is a Christmas gift guide. And what we've done is I've created an email of top 5 Christmas gift shops that people like must go and see within Leighton Buzzard. So obviously we've put bits and buds at the Florist at the top, and we've also put in 3 different products as well. Now these buttons this button goes straight through to her subscription page on her website. This one goes through to an Instagram reel, and then this one goes through to her website again. So you can really utilize all these different buttons on here as well. The next one is Mimic Gifts. So a lot of this I did today. I sat down and had a look through their website, and I picked off some really cool products. Sometimes it's not just about marketing yourself, it's about looking at the bigger picture, and like interacting with your local community and kind of giving as good as you got. And that's kind of what we've done here. So there's a really cool bookshop within the town. There's a refill shop, which the girls in there are absolutely lovely. I've never met them, but I know they do an awful lot for the community. And then we've got Happydashery. And then at the bottom of her emails, I always have the same sign off. It's quite nice to kind of keep a bit of consistency going all the way through. And then for Helen, we've also got this section down here, which is who we are, what we do, and why it matters. And again, this is on every single email. It's like a little blurb about what she is, why she does what she does, and why people should buy with her. But every one of my clients does their emails slightly differently. And with each of the ones that I set up, I generally do a core of about 5 like sample emails that they can then duplicate and change. So we're not creating ones from scratch every single time. You'll see on her dashboard here, there's where are the core ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're those first 5. And all I do is duplicate, which you click these 3 top dots up here, and you can easily duplicate it. And then just change the information within it. Does that make sense? Hopefully. What's the difference? Oh, what's the difference between Flodesk and MailChimp? Sorry if it's a stupid question. No, definitely not a stupid question. So I've used both platforms. They both theoretically do exactly the same thing. They're both email marketing. What I would say is, personally, from where I've used MailChimp, I find it very corporate and quite stiff. Whereas Flodesk is a lot softer and it's a lot nicer to use, and it has some brilliant templates that you can use as well. So I think that's really important. They both theoretically offer the same thing. They're both an email marketing platform, but my preference and ease of use has always been Flodesk 100%. Let me just see what the other questions were. So this is for socials to get someone to sign up. Can this be added to a website, i.e. WordPress? So the forms, absolutely. Let me go back and share my screen. So the forms here, you can absolutely share anywhere you like. So you can set them up to go on your website. You can use them as a QR code when you're at a wedding fair. You might want to put a link to it on your social media. Like anywhere that you might be able to gather people's information, then absolutely. So this one here we set up. This was actually used on her social media. And she popped it up just before we were announcing the release of her wreath workshops. So you can see here we've got a first name, an email address. It tells them what they're gaining, so exclusive early access, and we only marketed to her subscribers for her wreath workshops. She didn't put it anywhere else, and she sold out within 24 hours. So that's how key it is that you are sending emails to the right people. And then down here, you've got what you're interested about, flower workshops, subscription flowers, I'm local to Leighton Buzzard, wedding flowers, offers and competitions. Okay, there are lots of different forms that you can use. Again, it gives you lots of different samples. Here we are. So you've got like a link in bio, so you can set it up and pop it onto your Instagram. You've got a little pop-up form. So these ones you can use on your website. And then you've got a little inline. So generally people use these like at the bottom of their websites. The spinner was the one that I was talking about before. Where actually the wheel does spin. It looks so cool. Makes me very happy, that one. So there's lots of different ones that you can customize and change all your fonts and colors to, but it gives you a really good kind of basis to start from. And then you've got a countdown as well. So if you did want to kind of gather people's information and you were doing wreath workshops, then you can say, right, final hours to join the wait list for wreath workshops. We're going to be releasing them on this, and you're going to get first access to them. So it's quite a nice one to do where, you know, you're not kind of being grey about the details. It's this is happening, this is when it's happening. Okay. Let me just see what else is in the chat. Even makes sense to a dinosaur. Oh, good. I'm glad. It's such a good, easy platform to use. We find Flodesk more natural, easy to use, totally less expensive. Yeah. This might be where do you store their emails and preferences? Just thinking of GDPR. So it's all stored on the platform. I can't show you the audience tab because that is sensitive information. But basically in there, it stores all the details. And also with these emails, it has all the GDPR stuff in there as well. And even when you're setting the forms up, you can, hold on, let me edit it and see if I can go in. You've got the settings tab in here as well. So if you wanted to get people to double opt-in, then you can tick that. And that means that they will get sent a secondary or an email where they have to double confirm. So not only do they have to fill out the form, but they also have to then confirm again that they want to be on your list. You can ask them to notify you when subscribers opt in. I generally don't do that for my customers because nobody has enough time in the day for those emails landing in their inboxes. And then yeah, so it kind of up to you. It's a bit of a double-edged sword, I think, the double opt-in, because it's an extra step that people have to go through. However, for deliverability, it's kind of good to do it. So you just have to weigh up the pros and cons as to what you're offering and how, if you think it's good enough that people are going to take the time to double opt in. But yeah, for this one, we definitely didn't. So yeah, it's all stored on the platform. The information is all yours. You can download it at any time into a Excel document. Like, that information is yours completely. So when people put, say, a comment below on Instagram and we will send you, is that through Flodesk or Instagram itself? So the comment with a word generally is done through ManyChat or something like it, and then it's linked to Flodesk. So it's a bit of a process, but generally when you and you can do it through the forms as well. So if you set up a form and you said, you know, sign up to well, like this one has got here, you know, or the one that I just showed you, you sign up and become a subscriber and we'll give you exclusive access, etc., etc. And actually, if I go into her workflows, I can show you what the kind of next process is. So actually, let me just switch accounts quickly because I've got it on mine. So let's use this one here. Okay, so I haven't added a trigger yet, but say I was going to add someone to a segment, and let's say, probably need one that I haven't got anyone in, so I don't send them a random one. Let's put Kate. Okay, so created a segment. So once someone is added to the segments, once they've filled out that form and said, I want to be on your list, this is what I'm interested in, and they've put themselves in that segment themselves, they're added to this trigger, okay? And they're going to come into this workflow, just like someone like walking into your shop. They're going to walk into this workflow, but you don't have to do anything because it's already set up for you. With this one, there's a 1 minute time delay, and then this email will automatically send this workshop location and parking. So it's pretty seamless. Well, it is seamless. You don't have to do anything once you set it up. You just literally let it run and do it for you. It's like your Girl Friday or your right hand woman or your extra pair of hands that we all need. Like, it's going to do it all for you. So yeah, whether you're using ManyChat or whether you're just getting people to sign up with a form, they're automatically, once you've added this trigger in to your workshop, they're automatically going to go into this workflow. Now, this workflow here is actually one that I've set up for Wreath workshops. And if you do sign up to Flodesk, this you get for free, and you can literally just pop it straight into your Flodesk and customize it however you would like. So let me show you this first one here. So you can put your own dates in. It's got all the information in there. You literally just have to fill in the gaps and dot the I's and cross the T's. And it's all ready to go. Whereas normally, you know, emails like this are going to take you probably 45 minutes to an hour to do each. Now they're going to take you 10 minutes, and you can set it all up so it's ready to go. So these are all the emails that I have used previously in any of my clients' email marketing workflows for workshop courses. So we've got the workshop location and parking, we've got the countdown, and you don't have to have all of these. You can choose that you don't want to put this one in, and you can click that little cross and get rid of it. You've got the tomorrow's the day, you've got the top tips for caring for your wreath, what to do with your wreath over Christmas. Now Christmas is over, and then you've got your share your experience as well. You get that entire workflow for free when you sign up for Flodesk using my my code. So it's worth noting, definitely. Right, let me stop sharing that screen. We use ManyChat for the comment below, the magic word as we call it, and then connect it to Flodesk. Is it compatible as in Square or Squarespace? Definitely compatible to Squarespace. I know that's definitely on there. Now I know you all want to know about pricing as well, so I'm gonna share my other screen. Where is it? I've lost it. Here we go. No, that one. So this is the pricing for Flodesk. This is the pricing for Flodesk. Hold on, let me clarify. Until the 28th of November this year. So up until the 28th, you can sign up to unlimited everything. The cost monthly, if you just want to sign up and do it monthly, is £29 a month, and you get 50% off your first year when you use my referral code. So it then goes down to £14.50 a month for your first 12 months. Okay, now just bear in mind they are a US company, so I've taken the dollars to pounds on today's, what's it called, currency. So that might change slightly, but this is generally what you're kind of looking at. So the pro here is unlimited emails, unlimited subscribers. You can have as many in there as you like. You can send as many emails as you like. You can have as many automated workflows as you like. And it will also tell you the best times to send it. You can have advanced segmentation, and you can have detailed performance analytics as well, which is really interesting to have a look at. So that's £29 a month, but you get 50% off your first year if you use my code, my link going forward. If you want to pay annually, it works out, you buy it as a lump, but it would work out to be £27 a month or £13.50 if you use my my link to sign up and pay. Now, they do also have the option of what they call checkouts as well. So that is where you can give your subscribers access to buy directly from your email. So they're not having to click links to go to your website. So that is the everything, this one here. So it's unlimited email and e-commerce. That works out to be £49 a month, or with a 50% off, you get it for £24.50. Now, I would say that this one here, the everything, the email and e-commerce, would be mainly for retail florists, and I would imagine that you'd have to be a specific size in order to get your money back from it. So it might not be for everybody, and there's nothing wrong with having link clicks to specific products and stuff. But if you're a bigger setup, then the e-commerce is definitely something to have a think about. So it's £49 a month, or annually it's £45 a month. That goes down to £22.50 for your first 12 months if you use my code. Hold on, let me go back to that page. Have I missed anything at all? Anyone got any questions about pricing?
And just to confirm, the $38 a month works out about €32 for our Euro people.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put that on. I did think about it when I was converting currencies, and then it slipped my mind, so I do apologise. Yes, so yeah, it's really important just to note that it is the 28th. You need to be signed up and paying by in order to lock in what they're offering here. After the 28th, their pricing structure is changing completely, and the discounts, that 50% discount, is dramatically dropping, and what they're offering for the tiers is changing as well. So it is, in my view, an incredible opportunity for specific. Well, if you think 15 quid a month, I mean, you could probably get what, 4 coffees if you're lucky nowadays. It's absolutely nothing, and the return that you can get from that is exponential. The bespoke wreath email that I sent for my client today, she sold an £80 wreath within the first hour of that email going out. So if you do it properly and you do it well, you really can see those rewards coming in, because at the end of the day, we all want those orders. That is the end goal for everybody.
I have a couple of questions, Rachel, just regarding the setting up of it, because I know for a lot of people that's probably watching in here, they're like, oh, not sure about, being able to, and obviously they'll have one template from you. Thanks very much for that. And they can get that template even if they haven't signed up. They just need to subscribe to your website to get the template. Do you offer a service, or does somebody else offer a service where you can set up the flows for them? So without even them having to do all the emails, I know for me, it's just if you get me set up, I'll be sorted. Is that something you'll offer?
Yeah, I do that for my clients all the time as well. So as a virtual assistant, I generally take on any computer orientated tasks that florists don't want to do themselves. So whether that is email marketing and setting up workflows, or writing up wedding proposals, or looking at the SEO on your websites, or copywriting for you, or writing blogs, like any of that like time intensive stuff, you can literally pass that over to me, and I can
Amazing.
get it done.
Be honest, you've actually opened my eyes regarding the email or the wreath workshops, because now I'm like, I'm going to put all my wreath workshop people into a workflow. I don't have that done. But what I love about it is that I can retarget them, or you guys can retarget them for a spring workshop. If they've done a Christmas workshop with you, you're retargeting the people already that trust you, like you, know you, and believe you're going to give a good service. And I think that's where, for the florists, particularly here, is being able to retarget back the people that they've already bought from, that they're not forgetting about them.
Yeah, and it's so much easier to sell to somebody who's already bought from you than it is to find a new person and try and bring them on board. And I think the unique thing about email marketing is all that information that you can gather that they don't even know that they're giving you. And like, if someone comes to a Christmas wreath workshop, they're going to be open to maybe coming to a spring wreath workshop where it's slightly different, and you might be using bulbs in it rather than baubles, or do you know what I mean? Like, there's this funnel that you can lead, or this walk, or this dance that you can have with your clients, that actually subliminally you are thinking about them and what their pain points are and what's relevant to them, rather than just going, here's another wreath workshop.
Yeah. And what I love then as well is, again, I'm thinking ahead, that next year the workflow will be exactly the same for people that sign up for the wreath workshop in 12 months' time. I loved the idea, which again, because I suppose we're not wedding florists, so that it wouldn't even dawn on me, but I love the idea of the iPad at the wedding fair with the form on it, because everyone's happy to do that. I think that's a really good, and what you said about targeting, you're getting married in September, you're getting married in Markree Castle or wherever it is that you're getting married, and you're targeting specifically for that. I think that is so clever.
It's absolute gold dust to be able to utilize that information. And there may well be venues that you really want to work at the year after, and if you've got that information to hand, then you can specifically be sending them out emails that reuse the content that you've already got. Like, there's no point you sometimes making more content and making more work for yourself. You've got those blog posts, you've made those reels, you've done those Q&A answering sessions. Like, why wouldn't you reuse all of that and give it to them on a plate so that they can literally, go and have a look at the information for themselves?
I definitely think for anybody starting out, it's worth a try to do it for the first year with Rachel's discount. It's a bit of a no-brainer. If you book probably 2 or 3 wreath workshops from it, you've paid for it for the year. I think it's definitely well worth it. I know for us here in the school, um, it has really worked for us. It has really, and even down to when I was sending out emails today reminding people that Rachel was on this evening, I set up a segment interested in Rachel's workshop so that I know, because I actually looked and a lot more people clicked on that were interested in it than actually clicked into the Zoom. So there are probably people that are interested in email marketing at a later date, maybe not right now.
Yeah,
I
or
just,
you can set your workflow up to send them the replay. Oh, you didn't make
yes,
it. Then,
yeah.
here it is, or whatever it might be. You can utilize it to whatever your advantage needs to be.
So what's okay? So give me I'd say probably how many have we got here? We've 30 people here at the moment. Probably 20 of them are definitely not using Flodesk at the moment. What's the first thing they need to do for to grab email, start their email list or sending an email? Where's the first step for them?
I would say probably depending on whether you've actually got any people on a subscriber list at the moment, and it's worth having a look at your website to see whether it holds any of that information. You might already have a list that you don't know that you've got. So I'd be pulling that off. Obviously signing up to whichever email platform you feel most comfortable with. It doesn't have to be Flodesk. But in my opinion, I really do think the ease of use that it gives you is, yeah, it's just brilliant. So yeah, it's just getting set up on Flodesk. Like you can insert your brand colors, and just get that groundwork put in on the back end side, and just think about, like, make a plan as to what you really want to kind of pinpoint for next year. So if you're going to run with weddings and you want to set up some workflows specifically for wedding clients, then just kind of map out what that journey is, or what you actually want to achieve with your email marketing. Like, really hone in and make sure that you are gonna achieve what you want to achieve with email marketing. And then it's just kind of getting it set up, and whether you need some kind of extra support with that, that's absolutely fine. Myself, I offer blocks of hours, so you can have like ad hoc hours, or you can have like a block of 5 hours and dip in and out whenever you like. I have to say there aren't many VAs like me, which it sounds really big-headed.
No, you're right though. You're right.
The one that I've probably only heard of maybe one or two others that have a specific grounding in floristry, but none of them are still actively practicing floristry like I am. Like, I get to see it from my client's perspective when I'm working in florist shops, and I'm thinking, oh God, actually that would be really good for email marketing. This is a real big pain point. Or, on a setup of a wedding, and chatting to them about what they want to do. So yeah, there really aren't many florist VAs out there at all. But things like the wreath workshop workflow, like, that's all mapped out for you. It's literally just ready to spend maybe 30 minutes on inputting your information and then hitting publish, and then it's all kind of ready, good to go. Like, it's such
Yeah.
a quick and easy thing that you
And
can do.
I know the answer to this, but just for anybody else. So if they already have an email marketing list, how easy, or an email list, some people might have a handwritten one, some people might have a Google sheet. How easy is it to transfer it over to Flowdesk?
Oh, it's so easy. So easy. There's a button that says add subscriber, and then it gives you two options. You can add them manually, which, if you have hundreds or even thousands of them, don't do it. It will take you so long and you'll lose the will to live by the end of it. But it gives you the option to upload a CSV, which is basically an Excel spreadsheet. So
Mm.
if you've got it in an Excel spreadsheet, you can, within the click of a button, upload it, and it will put it all in. It will delete any duplicates, and each time you send an email, it will also note the ones that bounce, the ones that say your emails are spam, The ones that unsubscribe, like you don't have to do any of that. The platform takes care of it completely for you.
Yeah. Guys, does anybody any questions that you would like to have? Feel free to unmute or to put it in the chat or whatever. When you have her here, let's use her and get all these questions answered. You are going to, and I will send out the link to sign up for Flodesk for anybody that does want to sign up for it. If you don't sign up before the 28th and you're thinking about it, you're sitting on the fence, you're absolutely mad not to do it before the 28th, because we're actually thinking about changing our package, because Rachel only told me there before we came on live that if you make a change to your package, you actually revert back to the not being unlimited. So I think we were with MailChimp, we have done MailChimp and we have done Squarespace, and we have spent a fortune upping our list to be able to send more emails. You would be surprised like how quickly you go through your sent emails. With Squarespace, we could only send, I think it was 50,000 a month emails. But if you have 25,000 people on a subscriber list, that's only 2 emails per month that you can send obviously to the whole group. This is where Flodesk actually helps you not be sending thousands of emails, because if you only have 100 people on your wreath workshop, you're only sending the email to those 100 people who are interested in wreath workshops. So it's a bit of a no-brainer. Any questions, guys?
Or you can unmute yourselves if you want to come on.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want any questions. Obviously, Rachel is on social media as well, so she is the Botanic Business Hub. So if you also have questions for afterwards, feel free to pop over to her, and I'm sure she'll answer any questions for you there.
Oh,
But
definitely. Yeah, I know there's an awful lot of information that we've covered tonight as well, and it's really difficult to kind of digest everything.
yeah, and
So yeah.
watch back on it and have another look at it when you get the replay and see what you think. Okay, listen, we are going to finish up tomorrow morning. It is our new podcast is being released with Tim Huckabee. Have you had any dealings with Tim Huckabee, Rachel?
I have, yeah. I had a one-to-one session with him when I worked up in London.
Yeah, he's incredible. So he's actually on the podcast tomorrow morning. And Jeanette would do courses with him about 15, 20 years ago. So he's around a long time. He knows his stuff. So he's on a podcast. He's actually on our podcast tomorrow. And we're actually recording a podcast with him. He's interviewing us tomorrow. So it's all fun and games. So that's tomorrow. And next week I have Denise Inspired, actually. The Authority Builder is going to be on our Zoom room next week, getting you all off your asses and on camera for Christmas, getting yourself out there, getting more eyes on you over your social media. So that's going to be next week. I will be sending you out an email. In the meantime, have an absolutely great day, and we will talk to you all next week.